I try to upload images where it's like more of a marketing strategy for me, for people to learn more about what I'm becoming. Because I don't interact with people face to face. Most of my followers face to face daily. So it's like, okay, what D been up to? I might upload a picture that can spark a thought like, yo, what's this all about?
I'm Kia Johnson. Currently, I'm external relations coordinator. So I basically do a lot of community work for minorities and just people who are providing opportunities to people in spaces that we usually don't have.
D'Angelo March. I consider myself a visionary slash creator slash producer. Just trying to create a balance within all three, so I can see something and I can see the potential of it. Try to build off that, or I create something depending on the vision or the concept behind the vision. So between those three, like I log into social media every day until I feel like it's taking over my thought process, and I delete it. I delete the app.
I'm not necessarily big on social media. I have learned the importance of face-to-face interactions. Like he always crack like little jokes about my eye contact. Like I have serious eye contact with people, but I can unplug with social media easily. So if I feel like I'm on it too much, I'll delete the app. Like you good at this? This your thing. But it's definitely important. I like to always provide people with good energy, good feedback. So like if you was to look at my Instagram DMs or something in that nature, it's always about uplifting another woman or just having an organic conversation and just letting people know that you see what they're doing, or giving somebody a heads up, or just good energy. I think I thrive off of having good energy and knowing that I'm giving that off to different people.
It's essential, man. Like you need it to just keep going forward and having like a healthy mentality and healthy mental. Without it, it's just like clogged up thoughts and just unwanted feelings. Honestly, you have to express yourself daily to live as free as possible. So, as for me, just being an everyday consumer within my environment, I experienced a lot, observed a lot, and I would say I always had a sense for like fashion and style. So I created some third eye beanies in my community, and they did pretty well. So I was like, well, maybe this could become a thing because the demand was pretty high. So I stayed with it and I created some Goddess Gangsta Tees, which was a Kendrick Lamar project inspired. So from there, we just like, let's keep it going and try to bridge the gap between, I would say, people that like the vision that I didn't know and myself and those around me. So from there, it's just like, that's become more organic within the creation and the production of the artist.
Community work started at the ARC in Southeast. So both my parents were working in these fields, and I was given the opportunity to work for building bridges across the river, and then the ARC as a loudness siding technician. So at that time, I probably didn't understand why I was there, but looking at it now, being afforded those opportunities, I met people who were possibly like less fortunate than me. So I just gained the importance of serving others and giving back to your community.
Right. Sweet. When I have my daily conversations with people in person, I express like, man, you have to have a great amount of character to go far in life. Like just being shallow and not caring, or just not true to yourself and being true to yourself, it destroys you at an early age. So character can take you a long way even within like fashion, the fashion industry. There's a lot of dope designers, but like if your character fucked up, then it's like, damn, I really want to support this person, but they're a snob. It's hard to kind of support people who don't have like a great character or good characteristics. You know what I'm saying? So I would have to say, man, character, man, just like I would have to say just enhancing your characterism of like morals and principles, bro.
Also teaching that to younger people. We were having a conversation about this earlier, like the other day, just the importance of teaching your children at a young age what it means to have good character. Like I think I was having a conversation with someone, and their response was, well, at that time I was a child, so why did I have to take ownership? Teaching your kids that it's okay to make a phone call, to call their aunt and just checking on somebody. So just instilling different morals and principles at a young age so that it continues and it becomes natural for you. The amount of time we spend on social media, you can be working so hard to perfect your craft or putting energy into other things. So I try to limit myself. Like I have like on the timer, so it's supposed to, like if you spent an hour on social media, it lets me know. I could spend an hour reading a book. I could spend an hour with him talking about something that we want to do for our future. I could spend an hour with family. So it's just like I utilize it as a tool. Like we want to have a platform, so I may put my pedagogies on there describing like what I think the importance of face-to-face interaction, so I use it to discuss that with my followers or my like who I interact with. So that's how I do it. To be less fortunate and still find joy in things and still be positive, for me, that's probably my everyday influence, just seeing the community members and being able to relate and connect with them and knowing what I'm doing, why I'm doing my work.
When I was younger, I feel like the BBC ice cream movement brought like color to my life, because my childhood, I was blessed, of course, and I was fortunate, but it was just kind of dark, and he brought light to my world, and it was through the arts and the fashion, and it became a thing that I felt like I can do too. So I decided to, dive into it, and I'm just actually working on my conversation platform with kids as well. So just like I said, that organic interaction is what's needed. Like it's enough clothes out here right now, bro. I feel like just supporting everybody else, seeing they dope designs, just like, all right, cool. Everybody's doing it. There's nothing wrong with it. If I like it, I buy it if I like it. But, I just feel like, man, more conversations like, what you doing is needed, bro, because it's like organic interaction. So he named his collection after his mother. It's either pronounced Pure Moss or Pyre Moss. I'm not exactly sure because I haven't met him. But I study him. I like what he's doing. Just paying homage to his mother overall, it was unique. He lost his mother, so did I. So I kind of like gravitated towards it and kind of studied like his storyline. I would have to say Samuel Ross too. What A Cold Wall. He kind of brought like architect to the fashion world, like literally. So that's kind of cool. I feel like just a lot of black designers is kind of like stepping the game up, man. Who else? I say Curbito, Samuel. Of course, Virgil doing this thing. Martine Rose, she's a female designer. She's black. She's doing her thing. A lot of people, man. A lot of undergrounders. I'm rooting for the undergrounders, though, bro. Like, I just feel like the undergrounders, they stay underground. There's nothing wrong with being underground, because, like, going commercial, it's like people will get tired of you. But when you underground, it's like people, that search is what gives you the value, and it allows you to value product. When you search and be like, damn, I genuinely found this, versus like, oh, everybody wearing this and it's the it thing, So the underground is like Destroy. They some guys out of Atlanta. They doing their thing. It's a lot of cats just doing their thing. E in DC, all homage. He doing this thing. It's a lot of cats, man, that's just doing their thing and they hustle, bro. Yeah, man. You start dying when you stop dreaming.